Welcome to my channel. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. The northern Great Plains stretch like an endless promise under the early 18th century sky. The year 1719 heavy with the scars of change. European settlers have torn through the land, their axes felling forests, their greed spilling blood. The Comanche hold fast to what remains, their lives woven into the rhythm of the earth. In this world, Neru, a young Comanche woman, moves through the forest with quiet purpose. Her axe spins in her hand, a tool and a challenge. Beside her, Sari, her loyal dog, pads softly, his amber eyes fixed on her. To him, Neru is the center of the world, a beacon of warmth and command. Neru's heart burns with a hunger not just for food, but for proof. She's seen the men of her tribe, led by her brother Tabe, ride out to face beasts and return as heroes. But for her, the path is blocked. The Comanche expect women to heal, to nurture, not to hunt. Neru wants to rewrite that story, to show she's as fierce as any man, her mind sharper than their spears. This morning, the forest hums with life. Neru spots a deer, its antlers catching the dawn light. Her breath slows, her fingers tightening on her bow. Sari crouches, his body taut, waiting for her signal. The deer lifts its head, and Neru feels the world narrow. Her, the arrow, the prey. But a thunderclap rips through the silence, startling the deer into a sprint. Neru's jaw clenches. She won't let it go. "Sari, come," she calls, and they chase, weaving through trees, her boots pounding the earth. The deer is a blur, always just out of reach. Neru's lungs burn, but her spirit drives her forward. Sari bounds ahead, his tail a flash of fur, until a sharp yelp stops her cold. He's caught, his tail clamped in a rusted bear trap. Neru drops to her knees, her hands steady despite the panic in her chest. "Hold on, boy," she whispers, prying the trap open. Sari whines, his trust in her unwavering. She crushes berries from her pouch, rubbing the juice into his wound, the tart scent mixing with the forest's damp earth. His breathing eases, and Neru exhales, her bond with him tightening. As they prepare to head home, a strange hum vibrates through the air, low and unnatural. Sari's ears prick, his growl soft but alert. Neru follows the sound to a cliff, her eyes scanning the sky. There, cutting through the clouds, is a shape, massive, shimmering, like no bird or storm she's ever seen. Her pulse quickens, not with fear, but with a spark of wonder. "What are you?" she thinks, her mind already racing to unravel the mystery. From the predator's perspective, the world is a grid of heat and motion. Its ship settles in a hidden clearing, cloaking itself in shimmering light. The creature steps onto the earth, its armor humming with power, lasers, thermal vision, a spear that cuts like thought. This planet is a hunting ground, its creatures a test of skill. It moves invisibly, a shadow among shadows, and spots a giant snake coiled on a branch. The snake hisses, but the predator's spear flashes, slicing it clean. The kill is effortless, a warm-up for greater prey. The forest is alive with potential, and the predator hungers for a challenge. Neru returns to the village, her mind still on the sky's strange visitor. She finds Tabe sharpening his spear, his broad shoulders a reminder of his place as the tribe's fiercest hunter. "I saw something," she says, her voice urgent. "A thunderbird may be in the clouds, and I'm ready to hunt with you." Tabe's eyes soften, but his words are firm. "You're not ready, Neru. It's too dangerous." The dismissal stings, sharper than any wound. Tabe is her brother, her hero, but he sees her as a child, not a hunter. Later, Neru sits with her mother, grinding herbs for medicine. The air smells of sage and earth, but her thoughts are restless. She sharpens her axe, the blade scraping rhythmically. "Why do you want to hunt?" her mother asks, her voice gentle but heavy. Neru's answer is steady. "I'm as good as the men. I use my mind, not just my strength." Her mother's silence speaks louder than words. She doesn't believe Neru can do it. Even here, in the heart of her home, Neru feels like an outsider. Tabe returns with a hunted bird, its feathers bright against the dusk. The village will feast, and his name will echo in their songs. Neru looks away, her chest tight with envy and resolve. She'll prove them wrong, no matter what it takes. The next day, Neru is gathering herbs when she hears the men preparing to track a lion that has taken Pui, a young hunter. The lion's attack is brutal, and the tribe is desperate to save him and kill the beast. Neru steps forward, her voice cutting through their murmurs. "I can help." The men laugh, their scorn a familiar weight. But Tabe, seeing her fire, speaks up. She can treat the wounded. Grudgingly, they let her join. In the jungle, Nero leads, her eyes sharp for signs of Pui. She notices broken branches, faint bloodstains, clues the others overlook. Her mind maps the terrain, guiding them through dense undergrowth. Hours pass, the men's patience thinning, but Nero's focus holds. Finally, they find Pui, his body torn, his breath shallow. Nero kneels, her hands swift as she applies herbs and binds his wounds. Pui's eyes flutter open, and the men nod, their skepticism softening. She saved a life, but Nero knows this is only the beginning. As they prepare to leave, Tabe's voice hardens. The lion's still out there. I'm going after it. Nero's instincts flare. Lions don't leave prey alive. Something's wrong. Let me come, she says. Tabe shakes his head. Take Pui back. This is my hunt. Reluctantly, Nero obeys, but on the way, she finds a chilling sight. A giant snake gutted, its body sliced with unnatural precision. Nearby, a footprint, too large, too strange for any beast she knows. Sari sniffs it, his hackles rising. Nero's mind races. This isn't a lion's work. Determined to warn Tabe, Nero turns back, Paka, another hunter, joining her. They find Tabe tracking the lion, his focus unbroken. There's something else out there, Nero says, describing the footprint and the snake. Tabe frowns but shrugs. A bear, Nero. Nothing more. She bites back her frustration and suggests a plan. Bait to lure the lion, with her and Paka in a tree to strike from above. Tabe agrees, and they set the trap. Nero and Paka climb a sturdy tree, while Tabe lays the bait and hides in the bushes. Sari waits below, his eyes on Nero. The lion appears, its roar shaking the air, but it ignores the bait. It charges the tree, its claws tearing into the bark. Paka screams as the lion drags him down, killing him in a flash. Nero grips her spear, her heart pounding, but then she sees it, a shimmer in the air, a figure that isn't there. The predator. Her focus slips and the lion strikes, knocking her to the ground. Darkness claims her. Nero wakes in the village, her head throbbing. Tabe sits nearby, his face grim but relieved. I killed the lion, he says, holding up its head. The villagers cheer, and the elders name him war chief. Nero's pride in her brother wars with her frustration. She saw something else in the forest, something no one believes. There's a creature out there, she tells Tabe, her voice low. Not a lion, not a bear. He shakes his head. You're not ready to hunt, Nero. Rest. His words fuel her resolve. If no one will listen, she'll find the truth herself. At dawn, Nero and Sari slip into the forest. She crafts a rope from wood skins, tying it to her axe to make a boomerang-like weapon. Testing it, she hunts a rabbit, the axe spinning back to her hand. She cooks the meat over a small fire, sharing it with Sari, their bond a quiet comfort. But the forest feels alive, watching. Unseen, the predator observes a wolf stalking its prey. As the wolf pounces, the predator strikes, killing it with a single blow. To it, this is sport, a prelude to greater hunts. Nero presses deeper, her senses sharp. She finds a herd of buffalo, their bodies skinned and discarded, a violation of her people's reverence for the animal. A strange object lies nearby, a cigar, it smells foreign. Nero's stomach churns. Who could do this? Her journey continues until she stumbles into a swamp, the ground sucking at her feet. Quicksand. Panic rises, but she grips her axe, using the rope to pull herself free. Sari barks, his relief mirroring her own. At a river, Nero cleans the mud from her skin, the cold water sharpening her focus. Nearby, a bear devours its prey, its growls echoing. Most would flee, but Nero sees a chance to prove herself. She notches an arrow, aiming for the bear's heart. But her bow snaps, and the bear charges. Nero runs, diving beneath a beaver dam. The bear's claws rake the wood, its breath hot. Suddenly, a new sound, a clash of metal and flesh. The predator appears, attacking the bear. The fight is brutal, the bear dead in seconds. Nero swims away, her heart racing. The predator sees her but doesn't pursue, dismissing her as no threat. Even this alien underestimates her. Nero reaches the shore, where men from her village find her. Tabe sent them to search for her. I saw it, she says, describing the creature. They laugh, calling her fanciful. When she refuses to return, they tie her up, their patience gone. From a distance, the predator watches, its mask marking their weapons. A roar splits the air, and the men freeze. An arrow flies into the bushes, hitting a rabbit. They laugh, mocking Nero's fear, but 3 red dots appear on one man's chest. Metal arrows pierce him, and he falls. Chaos erupts. The men fire blindly, one arrow grazing the predator, revealing its form. It kills them with terrifying ease, each death a blur of precision. Nera frees herself, running as the predator pursues. She stumbles into a bear trap, pain searing her leg. The predator approaches, its gaze cold, but it stops, seeing her helplessness. It doesn't kill the defenseless. Nera's mind locks onto this, her first clue to its rules. Before it can act, French hunters appear, their guns flashing. They knock Nero out, and darkness falls again. Nero wakes in a wooden cage, the air thick with smoke. A French hunter puffs a cigar, the same kind she found by the buffalo. Rage simmers in her chest. A translator approaches, demanding what she knows about the creature. Nero stays silent, her eyes widening as they reveal another prisoner, Tabe. Her brother, beaten but alive, meets her gaze. They're taken to the forest, tied up as bait for the predator. Tabe's fear is palpable, but Nero whispers, "It won't attack us like this. It doesn't hunt the helpless." She's right. The predator ignores them, slaughtering the French hunters instead. Nero and Tabe free themselves in the chaos. Tabe searches for a horse, while Nero heads to the French camp to rescue Sari. She moves like a shadow, her axe and spear dispatching the remaining hunters. The translator, his leg severed, begs for medicine. In exchange, he teaches her to use a gun. Nero gives him herbs that lower his body temperature, her mind already forming a plan. As she practices, the predator's roar echoes. Nero hides, while the translator plays dead. The predator steps over the bodies, its mask blind to the translator's cooled body. But when it steps on him, he screams, and the predator kills him instantly. The predator spots Sari, its laser locking on. Tabe charges, knocking off its helmet. The laser misfires, hitting a tree. Nero sees the truth. The metal arrows follow the laser, not the target. Tabe fights fiercely, landing blows, but the predator vanishes, then stabs him from behind. Nero watches her brother fall, her heart breaking, but she grabs Sari and runs. The next morning, Nero spots a surviving French hunter. She severs his leg, using him as bait, and takes the temperature-lowering medicine. The predator arrives, unable to sense her. Nero shoots its head, steals its helmet, and flees. She sets a trap, positioning the helmet to aim its laser at the predator. When it arrives, she attacks, cutting off its hand with its own weapon. With Sari's help, she ties it with rope and drags it to the swamp. The predator aims its arrows at her. Unaware, the laser points at itself. It fires, and the arrows pierce its head, killing it. Nero returns to the village, the predator's head in her hands. The villagers stare, awed and confused. "Nero killed, what is that?" an elder asks. Sari limps beside her, his loyalty unbroken. The elders name her war chief, her dream realized through blood and loss. Nero stands tall, but her thoughts linger on Tabe, on the cost of her victory. She's proven herself, but the forest holds no more mysteries, only echoes of the hunt that changed her forever. Thank you for watching.